Right, so I've had a slight change of plan as to what I'm going to be doing with, the episodes going forward, what things we've got lined up. Originally, I was going to do the next main mission. But, and if not that, I was thinking of doing Lair of the Shadow Broker. But, like I say, I think that for now, I'm going to do Tali's loyalty mission, and there is a reason for that, which will probably be familiar to people that have played the game already, and if you haven't, then that reason should become apparent in the next couple of episodes, if I'm right. If I'm wrong, doesn't really matter. But anyway, so today we're going to be doing Tali's loyalty mission. She's been accused of treason, which is odd because she's like the loyalist person ever. But yeah, so we're in the system where the migrant fleet is, so with rather fetching 2 suns and bugger all else. So strangely, there's a fuel depot. Weird. Oh yeah, and during the course of the last few missions, I don't know if anybody saw, but I managed to upgrade both the fuel cell capacity and the amount of probes that I can carry, so that's good. Not that you ever actually see me doing any of the planet scanning, but, it's good for me, basically. So yeah, the migrant fleet, loads of ships, lots of people, accusing one of our bestie mates for being a traitor. So let's go and see what the hell that's all about. Tali, a traitor. Bloody scandalous. She's just lovely. Right, so Tali, obviously. Let's not bring anybody from Cerberus along. Jack can stay. I'm gonna bring Garrus. Because who doesn't like Garrus? None of these are very good. I'm gonna keep that and put points into energy drain. These are... Tali's powers are shit. I'm sorry, but they're really shit. Sod it, I'll just put it into combat drone. Attack drone, there we go. That'll do. And we're just waiting for an extra point on that so we can give him that. Yeah. Poor Tali, getting the short shrift of the powers.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
I've never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aborted. That entitles you to respect among our people.
I like
May
it.
you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Keep us alive. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
Tali helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help, Tali. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk.
What a pleasant young
Charging you
man.
with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
You sent Geth materials back to the migrant fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Tali Zora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
It doesn't seem like an especially good idea to bring any Geth stuff back.
I can't believe they're charging Tali
Like,
Zora.
considering how... Well, I mean, A, they're technical, so who knows if they're truly deactivated or not. But also, like, they can network?
Tali Zora of us, Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron, Shepard vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali Zora vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side.
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
Time to lawyer up, Shepard.
So, you would actually speak for my defense.
It would have been helpful to know about this earlier, Tali.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough.
There's always
Now
loopholes.
come. I promised that I would not delay you.
Like, it's just a fact of life. Like, with anything complicated like a trial, there's loopholes. And a legal system that's that incomplex that it can't have loopholes probably isn't very good.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Keep us alive. The accused Tali Zora vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Rinsed.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard vas Normandy, your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
Yeah. Right. So, I won't be doing evil stuff, because I don't want Tali to get in trouble. But at the same time, I'm not going to be simpering about it.
I shouldn't have to. When Tali helped me stop Saren and his Geth army, her actions spoke for themselves. Without her help, none of you would be alive to put her on trial today.
Well said, Shepard. None of us should forget Tali's contributions to the fleet.
Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
How could Tali have brought Geth to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What?
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
I thought Quarians valued family. How do you justify springing this on Tali in the middle of a damn trial?
Our apologies. Tali should have...
Yeah, that's a major
Shepard,
dick
we
move.
have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you Boshtet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
Fucking bully
We
for
can
you.
discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. Hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Optimistic bunch, aren't they? Right.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Understood.
Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
Loyalty to the fleet is
Pernicious buggers, aren't they?
Shepard, how did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the Admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us.
It's a good job that we didn't end up with Carl Rieger dead then,
did,
really.
Vitor. Thank you.
Do you remember anything else about the Collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
I want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good. Thank you.
Take care, Vitor, and good luck.
You too. Be safe out there.
Hey, Cal Rieger's back up on his feet.
Cal Rieger.
Shepard, Tali Zora. Good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Tali Zora. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy?
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haystrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, hope you're right, ma'am. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
Have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops, Tali. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai.
So we're just going to do this bit of hobnobbing just to see what people are doing. There's only a few more people we need to speak to, and then we can make our way to the Alarai.
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Han Gerrel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rail to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
If we don't find Rail alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But If the Admiral replacing Rail agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
You support experiments on living creatures.
Rail should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
A ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
Yeah, but a ship isn't sentient.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalchorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth.
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
Yeah, hard to disagree.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Still, always nice to hear Claudia Black's voice in a BioWare game. It's one of the few things I actually liked about
Shala. You told Captain
Dragon Age Origins.
To say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The Admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alaray. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
At least someone here's looking out for Tali. Will retaking the Alaray really help her case?
Tali showing a desire to correct mistakes she may have made will make up for a lot of lost ground. But more importantly, you may find evidence of what happened. With luck, it will exonerate Tali from any wrongdoing.
I'm supposed to care about that now? All I want to do is find Father.
You should get to the Alaray soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
What can you tell us about the Alaray?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alaray sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
I'm not hearing much about Rael's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Rael was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
What is it with everybody on my bloody crew having daddy issues?
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that? Yes, the guest's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the homeworld.
You're thinking of war? With the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
Yeah, even with all their ships,
Good luck on the
it doesn't seem like a great idea to be taking on the Geth at this precise moment in time.
Even you...
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Rahn got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. To be honest, I was afraid a human would be too meek and humble. Watching you rail away at Admiral Corris, though, Tali's in good hands.
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rail inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. A ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali, but if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining soup wetter he always was.
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the homeworld. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. A crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
Quite like this guy's gumption, I must say.
Sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
One more to go.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkoris Vas Quibquib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. But you have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Can you tell me anything about the LRI?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
You have a ship named Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures. And have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
Quib.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Saren are to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created. The people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
I kind of agree. But yeah, the Geth are not good.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rael Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Tali Zora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Tali Zora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
He seems fairly reasonable. Anyway, so now we've finally finished having a bloody chinwag. Let's actually do something.
The human can work a crowd, I'll admit that much.
If anyone can retake the Alarai, Tali Zora.
Tali Zora Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Damn.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Tali Zora. Kila Selai.
Well, fingers crossed we managed to exonerate her fairly easily. Right. So yeah. I ended up, I have now in fact pre-ordered
This should punch through their armor.
Mass Effect Andromeda, which is quite cool. I did also get the Origin sign up as well. They've got a 7-day free trial on at the moment, so I don't actually pay for it for another week. But yeah, I ended up getting the 1-year subscription, or I will be getting the 1-year subscription. Just because it's such good value for money. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah, and I've also gone to the Avenger rifle as well, as you may have noticed. But yeah, so I ordered the deluxe edition, which so they've got the standard edition, which is standard, which is just basically the game, and then a few pre-order bonuses as well.
Firewalls to rebalance load distribution. Railzora ordered us to bypass standard safeties. Following security protocols will take too long.
Well, that seems bloody stupid. Yeah, so the standard edition was only £5 cheaper, and with the deluxe edition you do get a hell of a lot of pre-order bonuses, which I know people decry pre-order culture and stuff, but as I see it, I'm getting the game at launch anyway. I may as well pre-order it and get the bonuses. So, and I also got a 10% discount as well with the Origin stuff as well. So
this is one of the storage units I
might
sent
as
to
well.
Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves, signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize... Oh, Keela. How many Geth are networked?
All of them. Railzora.
Shut it down! Shut everything down! They're in the system!
Oh dear, they actually networked the Geth together. That seems incredibly dumb. That one. So yeah, I'm glad that I actually have Andromeda pre-ordered now. It's sat in my Origin account, waiting for the preload stuff to happen, which I think is a bit odd. I've already done that one. I'm slightly confused because the I feel like I'm about to be attacked. I am. I thought that the Origin pre-access stuff happened on the 16th, but it's saying it's ready for preload on the 17th. So I don't really know when it actually happens.
We locked down navigation. Weapons are offline. Our mistake won't endanger the fleet. They're burning through the door. I don't have much time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Jonah, if you get this, be strong for Daddy. Mommy loves you very much.
Oh dear. Yes, I think it's fair to say they all made a rather monumental cock-up in this. nothing else, this mission is giving a nice lot of credits as well. So I can't complain too much.
Go for the optics, Chiquita. Go for the optics.
Come on.
One less to worry about.
Combat drone ready.
Alright, I should probably use Unity. Though, maybe not. There we go. Handled with aplomb. No troubles whatsoever. Alright, where to next? God, this place is bloody loaded. There we go.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Do you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
You'll reclaim your homeworld someday, Tali. If your father can't help you, I will.
Taking back our planet would only be the beginning. We'd have to cannibalize our fleet to rebuild cities and infrastructure. It would take generations of gene therapy to readapt our immune system so we could live without suits again. We'd be adapting our entire culture. Again. Sometimes I wonder if it's actually worth it.
If you don't take back your home, the Geth win.
I won't let that happen. Not today. Not ever. At the very least, we can take back one ship. Come on.
Right. Onwards we go. Wow, Shockwave was thoroughly ineffective. There.
There we go.
Really?
Scratch one.
Oh, bugger. Come on, we could really do with that health regeneration, please.
I'll light him up. This should slow him down.
Phew, just about made it. Just. Tali wasn't especially helpful in that, but there we go. Let's not be too hard on her. Right.
First entry. Our hacking attempts failed. The Geth have an adaptive consciousness. Hack one process and the others autocorrect. Still, we're making progress. Rail Zora is convinced we'll have a viable system in less than a year. This weapon will put our people back on the homeworld, and it's all because of Rail Zora.
Father!
Oh dear.
No, 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 no. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't leave me to...
Hey, come here.
Damn it. Damn it. I'm sorry.
You got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Their main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerl and Darozen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
He knew you'd come for him. He was trying to help you. It's not perfect. It's not what you wanted. But it's the best he could do.
I don't know what's worse. Thinking he never really cared, or thinking that he did, and that this was the only way he could show it. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, I cared. And I'm here. And we're ending this.
Alright. Still a few little things we can pick up. Yes. To that. That to that. That to that. That to there. And that to there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh, another one. God, this place is... I thought the bloody Quarians weren't meant to have very much. They got more money than I do. On just one ship. Not that I have a lot of money, but you know what? I mean, Shepard does. Shepard's loaded right now. Oh, that one took a bit longer than I anticipated. Alright. Let's avenge Tali's father then.
No shield!
Phew. Okay. So it seems that that's it for the Geth, and now we just need to get the evidence and exonerate Tali.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if Tali Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback.
Well, that didn't bloody work.
Leave Tali out of this. Assemble a new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
Your father was deliberately networking the Geth to Sapiens to do weapons tests.
That breaks our most sacred laws. Laws that predate our flight from the homeworld. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but when this comes up in the trial, we can't tell them. Not the admirals, not anyone.
Tali, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
Rael Zora doesn't need you to worry about him anymore. You heard him say he didn't want you to be caught in the politics.
You don't understand, Shepard. They would strike his name from the manifest of every ship he ever served on. He would be worse than an exile. He'd be a traitor to our people, held up for children as a monster in a cautionary tale. I can't let all the good he did be destroyed for this, Shepard.
We're not gonna decide anything here. Let's see what the Admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
Right. Well, given the choice, I would rather that her father's name was Mud than Tali got exiled, because I don't owe him any loyalty whatsoever.
There is no reason to think Tali Zora survived.
It sounds like the hearing is already underway.
Shepard was right. Bringing the information about...
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
Not so fast.
Sorry we're late.
Badass.
Tali Zora Vas Normandy saved the Alarai. I hope this proves her loyalty to the Quarian people.
Her loyalty was never in doubt, only her judgment.
Perhaps Tali Zora can offer something to encourage more trust in her judgment.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
Oh, let me have a Paragon or Renegade option, please.
Shepard, please.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
Bollocks! I really wanted one of those two to be available. So now we have a dilemma. I'm definitely not doing we have no evidence, because that will lead her to being exiled, and we're just not doing that to her. But rally the crowd? See, I'm worried if I select rally the crowd that's then gonna not do anything. Let's select this and hope that it gives me an alternative.
Look at them, all of you. They don't care about Tali. All they care about is their war with the Geth. Tali risked her life for all of you. On Haestrom, hell, on the Citadel when she stopped Saren. She deserves better than this.
If Commander Shepard has no new evidence, I suggest we render judgment.
Wait! Shepard is right! Tali saved me. She doesn't deserve to be exiled.
Damn
Good.
straight. Tali's done more for this fleet than you assholes ever will. You're pissing on everything I fought for, everything Tali fought for. So if you exile her, you might as well do the same to me.
Me too.
Okay, this is positive. Oh, please don't let us have fucked this up.
Tali Zora, in light of your history of
Yes!
service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander Shepard.
Oh,
please
thank
accept
Christ
these
for that.
gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
It was an honor to speak for my friend, Admirals.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Tali Zora Vas Normandy. Kila Salai.
Oh.
I can't believe you pulled that off. What you said.
Neither can I, quite frankly.
I've never had anyone speak like that on my behalf. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
Tali, about what your father said. What he did. You deserved better.
I got better, Shepard. I got you.
We can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Thanks. But I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you shout.
Come on, Tali Zora, Boss Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Thank you, Captain.
This should come in handy.
Oh, that was,
The Admirals would have faced a coup if they'd exiled Tali Zora.
a bit nervier than I would have liked.
Very impressive speech, Commander Shepard. But tell me truly, did you recover any of Rael Zora's research on the Alarai?
Nothing that will help you, Admiral.
Pity. Oh well. Whatever is created can be recreated. In any event, I am pleased that our talk regarding the war conundrum allowed you to help Tali. Her exile would have been unfortunate.
I hope you reclaim your homeworld someday. I don't care how you do it. Only that you succeed.
Thank you, Commander.
We have to thank Vitor and Carl Rieger before we go.
Spoke for me.
Oh, well, it's good Rieger was there. He said most of it.
Vitor, thank you.
Oh, okay. And thank you, Shepard, for helping me and Tali both.
Guess you just needed a pretty woman to help you feel better.
Well, maybe. Good luck, Tali. And you too, Commander.
Just to think, we almost let Carl Rieger die in
Thank you.
Tali's mission.
I can't believe you did that.
You'd have done the same for me, ma'am. Figured I had to say something when you didn't use that evidence you found on the Alarai.
I didn't say anything about finding evidence, Carl.
Noticed that, ma'am.
Any idea what your next assignment is going to be?
I'm going to be escorting more techs around to look for signs of dark energy buildup. Maybe see if they can figure out what's causing it. Wherever they send me, it'll have to be less exciting than Haestrom.
What's your take on the war? Are the Admirals going to try to retake the homeworld?
I won't shy away from a fight, but if the Admirals throw the fleet at the Geth, all they'll get back is scrap metal. The best bet would be for us to find another way. But a soldier can't say unless his superiors ask.
Stay safe out there, Rieger.
You too, Shepard. Ma'am.
Carl, just call me Tali.
I'll work on that, ma'am.
Right.
Tali Zora was innocent after all.
We should probably just do a quick catch up with everybody else. We won't get another chance at this.
Forcing you to represent her, Shepard. I'm glad they were wrong. You didn't mention survivors. Did you find real Tali? I am sure he would have left you a message if he'd had time.
We found Rail's body. He left a message for Tali.
I can only imagine how horrible this is for you, child. But at least you got to hear your father tell you he loved you.
Yes. Thank you, Admiral.
Good luck on your mission. No matter how dark it gets, the fleet is always with you. Keela's alive.
Alright, let's see what the rest of those admirals are up to.
Damn fine speech, Shepard. It's about time someone reminded Admiral Corris that the woman he was accusing of treason was the pride of the fleet. Tell me, though, honestly, what did you find over there? You spoke well, but I know a feint when I see it.
Off the record? Rail Zora was bringing the Geth online and networking them for weapons tests.
Keela.
You can never tell anyone, Hen.
You have my word. Thanks for keeping quiet. That would have hurt what your father wanted for the fleet. I'm just glad you didn't have to pay for his mistakes. Be well, Tali. Fly safe.
Very impressive, Shepard. Thank you for your help on the Alarai. And thank you for helping Rail Zora's daughter. You stood for her when we failed. We were wrong to let our own concerns about the war overshadow Tali's trial.
Goodbye, Admiral.
Okay then. So that's it. Tali's got a new outfit as well. Wonderful. What's her energy drain? Nothing that we're particularly interested in. How many credits did we get for that as well? Fucking hell, 30,000 we found on that ship. So yeah. That's all the loyalty missions done, bar one, which is still to come. But yeah. What next is the real question. I'm not quite sure. We could do... Let's just have a look at the journal. Oh yeah, I did a load of the side quest stuff and explored some more of the galaxy. So that's why, if you look, I have absolutely bucket loads of materials and money and, yeah, everything.
No messages for you, Commander.
So yeah, I don't quite know what to do next, is the honest answer. There's quite a lot of plus shield strength, that's cool. Yeah, so we could do the Shadow Broker stuff. But part of me thinks maybe keeping stuff like Lair of the Shadow Broker back. Arrival has to be done after, once we finish the main storyline. We still have to do the Firewalker stuff, but it's rubbish. So that I might just do outside of the episodes. I'm not going to do an episode on the Firewalker stuff because it is crap. Well, we could do the next main mission. I'm undecided. I may have to do a bit of research to see what other places say is the best way of doing the order of missions. If we should do the Shadow Broker next. It is good. I'll get a couple of episodes out of that and we'll be reunited with Liara, which is quite cool. But then part of me wants to be in a full relationship with Garrus when we do that, just because I think the interactions would be quite amusing. I don't know. I just don't know. In fact, I think because of the Garrus stuff, I think I will keep Lair of the Shadow Broker back. And then... So that looks like it's going to be doing the next main mission, possibly. Who knows? Next episode, it'll be a surprise for folks. So, before in the start of the next episode, we'll have a little catch up with Tali just to see where her mind's at with the whole trial of her father's stuff. Hey, Trawban's got in touch. He was the guy that we did the scanning of the keepers for. So yeah, he's basically uncovered the truth about the keepers. That's fine. That's from Samara's mission. Pause if you want to read. And this is from Thane's loyalty mission. Pause if you want to read. And that's from Jacob's loyalty mission. Pause if you want to read. So yeah, not sure what I'm going to be doing next episode, but I will find out in between episodes. So hope you've enjoyed that one. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's @JaceCurtis. And I will see you for the next episode.